Hi, everyone. I wanted to do a midweek energy reading for this, what we had, July 23rd. Now that the sun entered Leo, should be feeling that maybe an upliftment in the energy, although Mercury's retrograde, but it will join with Leo, the sun that is, and Mercury. Maybe next week, towards the weekend, or next week, I think. Venus in Gemini, which is still direct. Right now, the Mercury, Neptune, and Pluto are retrograde, and Saturn, Saturn, Neptune together, and then Pluto retrograde, and this is Western astrology, not the Vedic. Okay, so what are we looking at today? Energies. What are we learning? Spread. What? Well, a lot of things going on. With the Congress, with disclosure, with UFOs, with UAPs, or whatever they're called now, and just a lot of information. Still, I think is misinformation. Let's look at that. What are we learning about? So the first card is the Lovers. Could be the whole Epstein Trump thing, partnering. Excuse me, different kinds of partners. Let's look and see what are you saying, Tarot? What kind of partners? What's in the past? Still, this is showing up in the cards, things that are hidden. And this is a woman who hides things, so it could be any of those women that the idea of keeping secrets, hiding things. I'm not sure it's about compassion, though. Let's see how the reading goes, but it could represent that. Where are we going as a nation? Good old days of the past, summertime, watermelon ice cream, playing outside, having a good time. And this is what we, especially with the sun in Cancer, Venus in Cancer, Jupiter in Cancer planets in the United States chart. We're focused on family, friends. But the past is not the present or the future. It just is a memory. So this could turn out to be false memories. So the foundation of things, or what's influencing us, have to do with the earth or materials, materiality. Well, the Queen of Pentacles is about abundance, food abundance, security, things we can count on. So far, this is looking like a pretty positive reading. Okay, what's coming up? Are we being influenced by, let's say, our guardians, higher self, guardians of the earth, angels? What they're saying is that we're under a negative influence of restrictions, false ideals, materialism. So here's the first negative card crowning this reading. So this is a challenge. How to get away from the lies, the materialism, the self-serving energy, the negative forces that are about devolution, not evolution. So it's turning out to be a 7-card read. Okay, 5, 6. So what are we having to overcome? What's your back? Defense mechanisms. be wary, I guess be wary or be alert about these negative forces that are interfering with our abundance, money abundance, security, women, perhaps even women, but women can produce, not just children, the ability to lead. Wow, the sun. That's great. So the seventh card is a good major arcana card here. It says that there'll be revelation, a wake up. So from all of this darkness that we're going through, represented by the devil card, here comes an awakening, an awareness of what for ourselves, thinking critically, thinking individually, what is the truth? So freedom from these negative forces. Okay, that looks pretty good. Thank you. What else do we want to cover? The earth changes, because that's really, I think, what is going to wake everybody up. So let's see. Earth changes. What, what are the energies? What's the state of the earth? What's the state of the earth? Earth changes. And only look at maybe the summer, what's left. Mid-July, August, and into mid-September. See what those energies look like. And I mean, earth changes like the volcanoes, the earthquakes. And card for the U.S. Oops, justice. I don't know what this has to do with earth changes, but maybe getting the environmental protection agencies up and running again. Okay, what about just the world in general? Can you ask that? Earth changes, so much flooding, heat. New programs have to be communicated. There is studies out there that can help bring in better plans to monitor ourselves during these the changes that the earth is going through. New beginnings, fire, new ideas, new beginning, new enthusiasm. So maybe something happens that brings us to justice, meaning to a rational state of mind about the earth changes, like if the sun is heating everything up, if the earth is releasing pressure through the volcanoes, if it's recreating itself, which could be. It's a lot of fights and arrogance and bullying and stuff like that about the earth changes. People wanting to put a different message out there. What do the scientists say? What do the scientists say? I know some of the meteorologists online are doing a good job. Not the regular media, but people with their own podcasts. And here we have the world changing, Wheel of Fortune. A new destiny will be there. So something will come that will be positive. But the earth goes through many changes in these different cycles, 26,000 years, 10,000 years, solar minimum every, 1,100 years. Minimum, maximum, those types of cycles. We need to keep up with our energy costs, energy needs. I'm getting from this card. So if you can afford a generator, or make sure you have some backup candles, something to cook on, depending on where you live in the country. And we'll get through this, but there will be people that will probably have to leave their homes by boat. There's more flooding coming. I think there will be. If you look at the Vedic astrology, Saturn's in Pisces, which means a lot of water, and Neptune. So I think we'll get through. All right, any questions you may have, put them in the comments. Trying to grow this channel. We'll see what happens, but I'll keep doing the readings for those who like them. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.